In Demand at Tea in the Park 2011.
And I'm in the dressing room of Tinie Tempah. Good to see you again, sir.
Likewise, Romeo. How you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. And you're dressed for the Scottish summertime in a raincoat.
Absolutely.
And one thing we just actually noticed there is how clean your shoes are. And it's, look, compared to mine, I've got wellies on that I've covered in mud, and you've got nice, clean blue shoes.
Well, to me, these are kind of covered in mud because, like, they're a bit dirty at the bottom and a little bit dirty around the sides.
Right, yeah. So see if you get your shoes, see if they got covered in mud, would you just throw them out and buy a new pair? Or would you wash them?
I don't want to sound like a diva, but yes.
Yeah.
Immediately. Because once they've got mud on it, they can't be salvaged. They can't. They really, really can't, apart from wellies.
Yeah, that's true. The wellies are just brilliant, but yeah, I'm actually with you on that one. So,
you know what I mean?
Because it loses the edge, doesn't it?
Exactly. Nothing's better than a fresh pair of trainers.
I wish I could do that all the time. So where have you just come from? Where have you arrived from?
I've literally arrived from, please remember Tinie, please remember Tinie. I want to say, right, Somerset. There
right,
we go.
okay. And how was it in Somerset? What was the weather like?
It was good. What was the weather like?
Yeah, was it?
It was alright. We was playing football, so it must have been
good. Okay, yeah. So you come here to the sunshine. Well, I think the sun's out now, but the rain.
It? No, it ain't.
Oh,
it's coming though.
Oh yeah, the sun's popped out.
Yeah, look.
But you've just performed.
Yeah.
On the NME stage.
Yeah, it was good.
How was the Scottish audience there?
Crazy, always crazy. Like, I've only really been here to do like tours, so I've never had the opportunity to do Tea in the Park before, and it was insane. Probably my favourite festival.
Will you be back at Tea in the Park?
Of course.
Next year, sign you up right now.
Absolutely, sign me up.
And where are you going for the rest of the year? You going back on the road again?
I'm going to New York tomorrow.
Right, okay.
For a couple of days.
You working, touring? You working on material?
Working, no touring, just a bit of work, some promo, and going to be in the studio a bit.
Excellent, okay.
Working on the second record. It's got to be done, got to be done, got to be done.
Are you working with big name producers?
I've been working with Pharrell quite a bit.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's sounding really, really weird and good, but weird in a good way. And yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of finishing all that stuff, so hopefully go back in with him.
Okay, and when are we going to hear this track?
It's tracks actually, and I think it would probably be the start of next year. I'm probably going to release the first thing off of the second album towards the end of this year, maybe September, October, November.
Okay, but looking forward to that. And what about collaboration wise as well? Because you do like your collaborations. Anything else?
Collaborations.
Any big names in the pipeline?
I really want to work with Adele. I think she's amazing. Licky Lee would also be very, very good. Who else? I think those are probably two on the top of my list at the minute.
You and Adele have pretty much smashed it on the other side of the pond though for the UK, haven't you?
Thanks, and Jessie J.
And Jessie J, of course, as well. So how does it feel to be part of that elite in a sense?
It's absolutely amazing. I mean, because I don't do what they do. Do you get what I mean? I rap, and it's very different, you know, when you actually try and think of the concept of a British person trying to sell rap back to America. It's always very weird and quite humorous actually, but I'm quite happy that they've reacted to the music and received it very, very well. And you know, at the end of the day, it takes a very, very long time to crack somewhere as huge as that, but we've got off to a bloody good start, so I'm very happy.
I was listening to a radio station in New York at home on the iPhone, and then Written in the Stars came on, and I felt proud for you.
Thank you. Do you know what? I think genuinely, like a lot of like British people do feel very, very proud. I think it's one of those things where there's not enough British exports sort of going out in the world and becoming really huge and successful. And you know, well, since the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and people like that, so to kind of see like new faces and new names like the Adeles and the Jessie J's and myself, I think like there's a certain patriotism like that's attached to that. So thanks.
And the likes of the JLS boys are going out there, they're trying to kind of break it as well. Would you give them tips or a how-to guide on how to do it, or any other British acts?
You know, I would genuinely say to JLS, and they're my friends as well, obviously, you know, like R&B and what they do has literally grown and came from America. So if you're going to do it, try and do it with a little bit of an edge and try and show people that you have something alternative to offer, as opposed to like, you know, the Backstreet Boys or the Blackstreet Boys or NSYNC, or, do you know what I mean? Because you're British, people are going to be wanting to expect a little bit more. So just always bear that in mind.
Excellent. Listen, Tinie, I'm going to let you get yourself chilled out. But one thing I need to ask you, I don't know if you've been into the artist catering area here, because we've kind of... You haven't? Do you know what's on the menu?
I imagine it's going to be good, though.
So there's something on the wall there about when your food's served. But have you heard? Because I'm seeing like cupcakes and stuff and candelabras on the tables in there. Have you heard what the menu is?
I haven't. What is it?
I don't know. I'm starving. I just thought you might have known.
What is it? Do you want to go together?
Yeah, let's go. What would you like them to serve you?
I've never tasted haggis before.
Right. So haggis, neeps, and tatties.
Let's do it. They should do it here, right?
That's right. And
If
deep
I'm gonna
fried
get it
Mars
anywhere,
bars.
Why don't they do it here?
And tenants, have you had a pint of tea?
Never had a pint of tea.
Oh, well, I need to get that sorted as well. Come on.
We're wasting time.
I know, but that's it. Come on, let's get to the bar, Tinie. What are we doing sitting here chatting? Well, listen, good to see you again.
Likewise, bro.
And we'll catch up with you very soon.
Definitely.
Perfect.
In demand at Tea in the Park 2011.